Hello everyone, welcome into my channel, Talking to a Friend. My name is Micah and I'm back today with another message for you. Today's message is about getting lost on your way. Getting lost on your way. Sometimes we have a call and we answer that call. And we start to do the things and take the steps and put things in place in order to do what it is that God has called us to do. And sometimes in the midst of that process, life throws us a curveball. And we look up, and before we realize it, it seems like we are far from that thing that we were working on, that thing that we were called to. It's like we're just lost in the wilderness. Sometimes life will throw us a curveball that will have everything around us so unfamiliar where it's hard for us to focus. Sometimes life will throw us a curveball that makes us feel like we are completely in the dark. And when we come back and we snap back to it, it's like, where do I start? I'm lost. I don't know where to go. So we try to get back on track. Sometimes we try to go back to step one or get back to the place we were in, whether that's the mental space, the environment. We start trying to figure out how do we get back on track once we've gotten off track and we now feel lost. The word that I got over this message is God said He will meet you right where you are. You don't need to go back. And you don't need to get on the main road that everyone else is taking. God says, right from where you are, deliverance is coming. Right from where you are, you will make it to where you are destined to be. That in fact, that thing that you thought has thrown you off track is also a part of the process, because in that you have developed more than you expected to develop within the process. You thought you were getting thrown off track and God was giving you a new skill set that you had no idea that you was even going to need when you get to the other side. He says, right from where you are, I will make a way. Right from where you are. Don't go back and don't try to do what everybody else did. Your way is going to be a whole new way. God says He is doing a new thing in your life. And in that new thing, He's going to take you a new route. He is going to take you a new route. Do not think that there is anything that you have done anywhere that you can go that God cannot reach you. And in fact, do not believe that He isn't already there, that He isn't already in the midst of. God is always in the details. When there is a calling on your life, God knows life is life and on us. He knows things are going to happen. He knows things that we have no idea about. But in that part of the process, God will have us go through some things that we did not expect. Because if it wouldn't have been for the call, you wouldn't have gone through that thing any other way. So what you think it was that got you off track actually gave you a whole different set of tools that you're now equipped with. You are more equipped with more. You are now equipped with more than what you were with when you started. And it was the fact that you took a different route that allowed you to learn and to gain the skills and the lessons that you had to learn and gain before you got to where God is taking you to. Right from where you are, you will start a new path. The way that everyone else went wasn't ever meant for you to take. It was never meant for you to go that way. A lot of times we think that we have to do certain things in a certain way in order to get what it is God has called us to, not knowing that God has the blueprint. And what we think that we're going to do ain't even close to what God is going to take us to in order to build us up, in order to do just what He called us to do. A lot of times when we get the call, we don't even feel qualified. But God says, I will qualify you along the way. Everything that you need before you get there, I assure you, you will have it. And that thing that you thought took you off track gave you a little bit more than what you had before. He gonna work with you right from where you are. right from where you are, right in the middle of your wilderness, right from that place where you felt like you got broken, right from that place where you felt like you got off track, right from that place where you felt like life hit you so hard that it spun you around, right from that place where life hit you so hard that it may have even floored you. God said he is going to pick you up, clean you up, and build a new route right from where you are. When I originally got this message, God was showing me a map. And X, of course, marked the spot. And where I was at, it was right in the middle of the wilderness in this map, in the vision that God gave me. And in the vision, a hammer came in and started banging, like in this vision, and started paving a whole new road. And the road went in a completely different direction than the one that I thought that I needed to get on in order for me to get to where God had told me to go. He told me right from where you are, right from your broken place, right with your broken heart, right in the midst of your confusion, I will give you direction, I will give you clarity, and I will show you more than you thought you was going to get on this journey. You're going to get more from it than you expected. Because you will have everything you need when you are delivered to the other side. When you are standing in my glory, it will be more than you have ever imagined. I don't need you to go back. I don't need you to turn around. I don't need you asking your friends how they did it, how they got there. I don't need you doing none of that. I need you to stay right where you are and allow me to continue to lead you the way that I will have you go, so that I know that everything that I have called you to be, you are all of that. You are all of that because of the things that you have experienced from your route. And what you don't realize is while God is creating a way for you, you think God is just doing it for you. But that route that's being created is now opening doors for other people who had no access to the other route. They had no knowing about the other route. Their way of life wouldn't even have taken them to that route. But the route that you just created just opened the doors and open gates and open opportunities for those that's behind you. Because when God is doing something in your life, believe it's bigger than you. Not only is it going to bless your life, but it's going to bless every life attached to you. Excuse me. Everything that you are going through is for a purpose. And with your deliverance, there will be others attached to that deliverance too. And with you creating a new route, baby, now you are a trailblazer. You are starting new routes, new trends, and doing things that no one has ever seen or imagined before, especially not coming from you. When God says he's going to do a new thing in your life, you got to trust and believe he's going to do it a completely new way. You can't expect a new thing to come through something old. You can't expect God to do a new thing in your life by doing the same thing he did before. You can't expect to get somewhere new in your life by taking old routes. Those old routes are going to take you back to the same old places. So in this wilderness, what God is truly showing you, that this is the route to your victory. This is the route to his glory. The familiar route was never your route. It was never meant for you to go that way. And that thing that you thought knocked you off track and spent you around actually took you right into the direction God was always taking you. There is a purpose in everything in your life. There is a lesson in everything in your life. We don't take no L's in the kingdom. So if you feel like it was a loss because you got lost in the wilderness, trust and believe in that wilderness, you learn how to eat. You learn how to survive. You learn how to thrive. And from that wilderness, God is going to bring you through it. Right on through it. And not just you, because that place that you've been in, those curveballs that you have been thrown, you are not the only one. And your testimony and your story will be the very thing that delivers those that are attached to you. It's all for a reason. Nothing's a mistake. God knows your story. You just don't. The story is still being written. That thing that you are headed to, trust and believe. You think you running behind and you running late. But what you got to realize, that thing that you're headed to, it was made just for you. It was made just for you. And your arrival time will be right on time, because we serve an on time God. We might not know his timing, But we do know it's the right time. Because in that time, not only is it going to do big things and bless your life, but it's going to bless the lives of many. You have no idea what is attached. What is attached to your story. What is attached to your testimony. When you lost some things, you really don't know that God was giving you more than what you lost, because you gained a lot from that loss, because you learned a lot from that loss, because you had to develop in a way that you never imagined that you would have to develop in that way before. But your victory and your deliverance is attached to the deliverance of others. It's big what God is doing in your life. So do not let a wilderness or darkness or nothing make you think God has forsaken you. God is taking you new ways to do new things, to bring a new thing into this world through you. And it's going to be in a way that you never expected it. That's why things are happening in a way that you never expected it to happen. So stay encouraged in it and stay strong, because God is not going to forget you. He is not going to forsake you. And your promised land is waiting on your arrival. And you will get there on time. And everything attached to you will be there too. And everything you need will be there too. God will get the glory from your story. That's all I got for this time. Until next time, stay strong, stay encouraged, and be blessed. Please like the video. If it spoke to you, share it out to others and subscribe to the channel for more. Later.